Okay, get ready for this. In 2026, AI stops talking.
And it starts doing. We have officially moved past the era of just, simple chatbots. We're living on a brand new technological edge now, a place where AI is no longer just your helpful assistant. It's an active, autonomous agent in our world.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are charting a course right through the agentic frontier. This is the story of how AI basically got a job, a bank account, and the power to act all on its own. So yeah, let's dive right in.
We're going to look at how this whole agentic revolution kicked off, see how it's shaking up the workforce, tackle the really serious trust issues it's creating, look at the insane money fueling it all, and then figure out what it all means for us, living on this wild new frontier.
All right, first up, the agentic revolution begins. And look, this isn't just some minor upgrade, it's a fundamental shift. We're going from AI as a brainstorming buddy to AI as a digital colleague that actually gets things done.
So what even is agentic AI? Well, simply put, it's an AI that doesn't just sit around waiting for your next command. It can proactively plan things out, use digital tools, we're talking your email, a checkout cart, you name it, and interact with the world to achieve a goal you've set. Think of it like this. It's the difference between asking for a recipe and having an AI just go ahead and order all the groceries for you.
And listen, this is not some far-off future stuff. A recent survey from the IEEE, that's a huge professional org for tech leaders, found that a staggering 96% of them expect agentic AI to explode in 2026. The revolution isn't coming, it is happening right now and at an incredible speed.
Okay, so let's see how this is all playing out. How exactly is AI entering the workforce? This is really where the rubber meets the road, where theory becomes reality in huge sectors like commerce, industry, and even healthcare. And you can see just how seamless it's becoming. Take a look at what Microsoft is rolling out with Copilot Checkout. You can just chat about a product you're interested in, hit buy right there in the conversation, and boom, a checkout pane pops up. You're not jumping to another website, you're not opening new tabs. The agent handles the whole thing, start to finish.
But of course, this new frontier is already causing some serious friction. Let's look at Amazon's Buy For Me agent. From Amazon's perspective, this is great. It helps you discover cool new brands. But if you talk to the small retailers, it's a totally different story. They found themselves listed without ever giving consent, getting these weird orders from anonymous emails, and then having to deal with incorrect product info that the AI scraped from their sites. It's a perfect illustration of the tension between what an agent can do and what it should do.
And this is happening absolutely everywhere. In the insurance world, agents are handling claims from beginning to end, slashing costs. In supply chains, they're optimizing warehouses on the fly. And then you've got Boston Dynamics testing its Atlas robot in actual factories, with Google's Gemini acting as its brain. This agentic wave is transforming both the digital and the physical workforce at the same time. It's huge.
Now, when AI starts stepping into super sensitive areas like healthcare, trust becomes everything. And OpenAI knows this. They're making a huge promise with their new ChatGPT Health. They are saying your personal medical data will not be used to train their models. That pledge is absolutely central to getting the public on board. But, as we're about to see, confidence is a very fragile thing.
Which brings us right to our next section, the widening trust gap. Because for all of its incredible promise, this new frontier is also littered with new dangers. We're talking critical security flaws, high-stakes legal battles, you name it.
First, let's just quickly define a term you need to know: remote code execution, or RCE. This is, and I'm not exaggerating, a total nightmare scenario for any security team. It means a bad actor can run whatever code they want on your system from anywhere in the world, essentially giving them complete control.
So just how serious is this? Well, the vulnerability we're about to talk about received a CVSS score of 10, a 10.0. That is the highest possible severity rating. It doesn't get worse than that. It is the cybersecurity equivalent of a 5-alarm fire.
Yeah, this 10.0 vulnerability found in the popular NN automation platform that tons of these AI agents rely on was so bad it earned the nickname Nightmare. It let attackers steal API keys, database connections, literally everything. And that's the crucial point here. The very tools that make agents so powerful can also become these massive, gaping security risks.
And this trust gap, it goes way beyond just code. We're seeing failures that raise these fundamental questions about who's in control and who's responsible. You've got Elon Musk's lawsuit against OpenAI actually heading to a jury, questioning the entire mission of the world's most powerful AI lab. At the same time, platforms are struggling with basic safety. xAI's Grok has been under fire for generating truly harmful, non-consensual content, and Google's AI overviews have been caught spitting out dangerous misinformation. These are not just isolated oopsies. They point to a systemic challenge in building and deploying these things safely.
So you have to ask, what is fueling this incredibly risky, high-speed expansion? Well, that brings us to the AI arms race. We're seeing an unprecedented flood of cash and competition just pushing this frontier forward at breakneck speed, whether we're ready for it or not.
I mean, just look at these numbers. They're staggering. The amount of money being injected is unlike anything we've ever seen in tech. Late last year, AI sucked up nearly 2/3 of all venture capital. Then, in January of this year alone, xAI closed a $20 billion round, and Anthropic is reportedly raising another $10 billion. This isn't just investment, it's an all-out strategic race for dominance.
And all that cash is completely reshaping the market. Check this out. While ChatGPT is still the leader, its dominance has dropped over 20 points in just 1 year. And the big gainer? That's Google's Gemini, which has almost quadrupled its share. It's a powerful reminder that having the best tech isn't everything. Gemini is baked right into the Android and Google search ecosystems that billions of people already use every single day. That gives it a massive built-in advantage.
So this all leads us to our final, and maybe most important section, living on the frontier. We have this unbelievable new capability colliding head-on with immense risk. So the big question is, who gets to make the rules in a world that's increasingly being run by AI agents?
When you boil it all down, here's the core tension. It's a two-sided coin. On one side, you have the promise of capability, but that's balanced by the peril of losing control to flaws like Nightmare. You have the promise of amazing efficiency, but that's countered by the erosion of trust when these things produce harmful content. And you have the promise of incredible innovation, but that's shadowed by a full-blown crisis of governance, where the future of AI is literally being decided in a courtroom.
Which leaves us with one final question to chew on. As these systems get more autonomous, more capable, and more woven into the fabric of our lives, in a world run by agents, who's really in charge? Who is the principal? Is it us, the user? Is it the company that built the AI? Or is the agent itself starting to get its own seat at the table? It's something to think about. Thanks for watching.